baby, just like, come on.
We're back on the Morning Brew with Friends with my buddy Chris Dunkerson. Good to see you, and you're getting ready for the holidays too, right?
Absolutely, it's a great time of year.
Right, and you guys have some advice for everybody when it comes to speeding up their internet for the holidays, right?
Definitely. I mean, if you look at how your Christmas day may go, it used to be you total time, just family, open presents, move on. Well, now that day is going to be you're opening presents while posting on Facebook, you're cooking while looking at recipes on Pinterest, and you're watching football games while checking your fantasy scores.
I'm getting videos of people doing stuff and trying to send them out too.
Yep.
And that's the stuff that eats up the bandwidth in my house pretty quickly.
That's exactly right. So really, this is a good time of year to kind of do a refresh on your setup and make sure that you are set up for you and your guests to have the best experience possible and keep your surfing secure.
So what do you guys at Comcast recommend we do?
Well, one of the major things is everybody wants to hide their router.
Right.
If you put it in the corner of the basement, it's out of the way. Well, it also doesn't work very well there.
Right.
So you want to have your router about 5 feet off the ground, somewhere in an area where it's closest to where you're using it. Most of your activity is going to take place in the kitchen, the den, the living room. So put it maybe in your entertainment center, somewhere where it's got a wide range that can cover in the center of your house. And that way you and your guests can connect easily and get really all the speed that's coming through.
Right, because people forget that walls slow down a router, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And if you put it behind your TV, then you're going to see a slowdown there because electronics also slow it down.
Oh, of course.
So, put it a little bit away from everything. And, it sounds silly, but take care of your router.
Right.
And the other thing you can do to really take care of your router is before you head into the holiday season, make sure you're getting the latest speeds by unplug it, leave it unplugged for 10 or 15 seconds, plug it back in, give it a couple minutes to come back up. That way it's got the latest files and it's all refreshed. It's like your iPhone. Every now and then you have to reboot it.
Right. And you guys at Comcast every now and then also update the speeds, right?
That's right.
And so I don't know when the last speed update was or when the next one will be.
You know what? We just did a speed update in October to where most of our customers now are receiving either 75 or 150 megs down. So that should be plenty of bandwidth to cover you and your guests and really make sure that everybody has a good time.
Right. Absolutely. And then when do you want to upgrade that hardware stuff? What point do you want to look at that and say, okay, this router is dead, this router is old, this router is...
Yeah.
How would I know if to me they all kind of look the same, they're just that black box 5 feet off the ground somewhere important.
That's right.
But how do I know if my router's, reaching its last legs?
You know what, if you've owned a router and you've had it for more than 4 or 5 years, it's probably time to upgrade because you're probably not getting the latest features.
Okay.
Now, if you're leasing a modem through Comcast, we'll let you know. We'll call you and say, hey, we're going to come out and swap that out, or come bring it by a service center and we'll swap it out for you.
I did that at the service center not too long ago and got the new one. And it is actually kind of much nicer.
Yeah, the difference is amazing because we've got folks that originally were using 8 or 10-year-old routers. You may only be getting 6 megs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's not
yeah,
going to run it for the kids.
It's dial up.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, yeah.
That's
You're paying for the fast internet, might as well get all the speed you can get out of it, right?
Exactly.
And the swap outs are free, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. And same thing with the cable boxes, right?
Yeah, if you have a problem, bring it by the service center. We'll swap it out for you, no problem.
It makes it super easy. So what's the fastest way for holiday guests to connect to Wi-Fi? I mean, this is a problem. Like, I've got the super password, and I always hate having to write that down or tell everybody that because you can't never remember it. So what's the best way to make sure your guests can?
Well, if you're using the latest wireless gateway from Xfinity, you've actually got 2 routers built in. One is your private router that you've got your password for, that's for your home use or for your family. And then the other is Xfinity Wi-Fi, which any Xfinity customer can log on into automatically using their username and password. And that way, they're 2 separate modems. They're not affecting your bandwidth, and they're also able to use their own stuff securely.
Okay, so when I have friends over, I say, oh, use your same old password you have at home.
Exactly.
At my house.
Yep, and it'll show up on your SSID as, when you're logging on as Xfinity Wi-Fi. And that way, they've got access to
I've
everything.
gone to other people's houses, and that has shown up on my phone, and I have logged on, and I figured, I must have, in the back of my mind, I thought I must have just had their password somehow.
Yeah.
But no, it's just logging me on because I'm already on the service.
Because you're already on Xfinity Wi-Fi.
That makes perfect sense.
And we're creating thousands and thousands of hotspots across the country to try and make it easier for our customers and also to help you keep your password secure.
That's awesome.
I've got teenagers. I don't really want the whole world having my password.
Right. And also with the, I think the big fear for me is people coming over or using the Wi-Fi to download illegal music, that kind of stuff, because you will get the letter in the mail.
Yeah, you want to avoid the big letter.
Right, right. And so, also, I know you guys have been hiring. You guys have some hiring fairs. You're still beefing up the call center here.
We are,
right?
yeah.
How far along are you in hiring?
We're doing great. We've got this call center about 50% staffed. We're actually going to have a grand opening. The building will be totally complete first week of December.
Take some photos. Bring them in.
We definitely will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to come talk about it. It's been a great investment in Albuquerque, and frankly, I love going over there and meeting all the new faces.
That's cool because there was what, like 400 of them.
Yeah, 450 people. That's
Yeah.
the ultimate goal. We've got about 250 right now, and so we're ramping up every week.
That's huge, and they're all on that first floor of the old building, right? And they're completely remodeled.
It's amazing. I've told my coworkers all we had to do to make that building beautiful was move out and let the call center take over.
Right, blow it up and start over.
$4 million investment, you wind up with an amazing facility.
Yeah, no doubt. So the folks here, what kind of calls are they going to be taking? Is it just everything from the call center service stuff, or is
It's
it
a
special?
Spanish language call center. So anyone in the area, and actually the country, will route to that call center primarily, and they'll be able to get their questions and services answered and move on from there.
That's very cool. And then how long are you be hiring for that? Just until it's filled, or is
Well,
this
until it's filled, and then we want to keep it fully staffed. So if you're a bilingual person who's looking for an opportunity with great benefits,
give you a call?
ComcastJobs.com.
That makes it easy.
Absolutely.
Cool. Anything else going on for the holidays with you guys?
You know what? I'm excited. We're gonna end a really good year, and I'm looking forward to both as a company and a city 2016.
Sounds like a plan. We'll bring me back in a couple of seconds. I can't wait to learn all about the new cricket pitch here in town.
I don't know anything about it.
I can't wait to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew.